Why do people love pets so much? Well, there are many reasons, but beyond their companionship and the pleasure they provide us with, they also benefit us in many other ways. Owning pets can be considered an intrinsic part of human nature. You may know how much we mean to pets and how we help them, but you're probably unaware of all the benefits they provide us with. Most people are fascinated by the cuteness of pets. This is our main attraction to these animals. Once you get attached, it's hard to leave them. When interviewing Miss Peters, she talks about how she and the Humane Society advocate for pets, the process for pets before they're caged, what can be done to help more pets in the future, and the health benefits of pets for pet owners.
We do a lot of work with the community trying to educate people on pet ownership, how to properly take care of the animals that live in your homes. But also, surprisingly enough, it really is surprising to people, but we do a lot of things with just animals in general, because people live in the community with animals, and we need to learn how to live safely with wild animals as well as with animals that are people's companions. It is quite a process. So there are 4 main areas where animals come from. They're surrendered from their owner, and there's lots of different reasons. We really try not to vilify people or to make people feel bad for surrendering their pet. It can happen because of allergies or loss of home or change of job, or they go to a place that doesn't allow pets. Animals come in as stray, and animals come in from our transfer. We transfer them from the south in our love train, so we go down to states that have a very high euthanasia rate. They euthanize puppies because they don't have as many a great spay or neuter program we have up here. So we go down, we take animals from the south and bring them up here to get adopted, but we also do love train with animals in Michigan as well, so we get a lot of cats from the surrounding areas and seized animals. So if an animal control officer brings an animal in, it's considered seized, even if it didn't come from a bad circumstance, it was just a stray, but animal control brings them in. And then sometimes we do get animals because people are not caring for them well. So we try to make this the best humane society possible, but it still is missing that companionship that they get from their humans when they're living with them all the time. They get lots of walks here, and we have tons of volunteers. We have about 1,600 adult volunteers and 550 junior volunteers, so ages 12 to 17. But the animals still they benefit the most from living in a home with people, because that's kind of what they've evolved to live with people. So they get the more companionship that way. They have better mental health because they get more enrichment. Their day changes more. I think that people benefit from just being around animals. It can help them with their mood, it can help them relax. Similar to just going outside and taking a couple moments, just getting your mind off of your work and allowing you to make that connection with another animal can really calm people down.
Pets benefit us in many ways we don't even know of. For instance, having pets can decrease a person's chance to get allergies. Studies have shown that children that grow up with a pet will have a lesser chance of getting allergies or asthma. In fact, kids who grew up with pets have a greater exposure to germs and dirt, therefore strengthening their immune system. Pets can also be essential for elders. Studies have shown that people with Alzheimer's will have fewer anxious outbursts with the company of a pet. They also help elders with exercise and companionship. Pet owners with AIDS are far less likely to suffer from depression than those without pets. In one study, stockbrokers with high blood pressure who adopted a cat or dog had lower blood pressure readings in stressful situations than did people without pets. Owning a pet decreases anxiety, stress, and depression. Pet owners develop a deep emotional bond with their animal, and this positive psychological impact increases the levels of serotonin and dopamine in the brain. This will increase a person's empathy and self-esteem, and also helps people with social isolation. To determine the impact of pet ownership on human health and well-being, a 10-month prospective study was carried out which investigated changes in behavior and health status in 71 adult subjects following the acquisition of a new pet. The findings overall suggest that pet ownership can have a positive impact on human health and behavior, and that in some cases, these effects are relatively long-lasting.
Just inspiring this crazy, intense love for animals in the next generation, so that people can learn to take care of them properly and things like declawing your cats or having outdoor dogs, like those things that we've done a lot in the past just because people didn't know any better. We can help educate the next generation that those things are not really fantastic for animals and to help them become better pet owners.